Hi, my name is Mariana Diaz, and this is my energy efficient home design. My first slide consists of the pictures of my house from the outside. The first photo is the front of my house. I decided to add my actual address to the outside of the house, and then on all sides of my house, I decided to add grass just to have something a little special. And then on both sides of my house, I have solar panels. I unfortunately, though, made the mistake when naming my pictures. I accidentally put this as the second side of my house when in reality it's the back. But either way, the back of the house has a window on the side, and again, it also has grass. And then the second side of my house has solar panels, a window in the middle, and some grass. My next slide are pictures of my door as well as how I insulated it. So this is my door closed. This is the inside of my door closed up, and then this is when my door is open. I insulated I insulated my door the same way I insulated my house. I first added a foil, then the paper towel, and lastly poster board. I also added weather stripping to the perimeters of my door to ensure that there's no airflow coming through the gaps. And for my weather stripping, I use the foam weather stripping. My next slide are my windows. So these two are the sides of my windows through the outside. I added weather stripping, which you can see right here. The type of weather stripping I used was clay, and then this is the inside view of my windows. But yeah. And then the next slide are my walls, ceiling, and floor. So for my floor and ceiling, I decided to use paper towel because I unfortunately ran out of cloth. I used cloth to insulate the sides of my house, but because I had so little, I had to instead add paper towel to my floor and ceiling. But they both followed the same process. It's the same process as my door, but I added foil and then cloth or paper towel depending on what it was, and then poster board. And then here are my results from the experiment. I unfortunately forgot to add photos, but my initial temperature before adding the ice cubes was 18 degrees Celsius, and then my final temperature after adding the ice cubes, after having the ice cubes inside my house for 10 minutes was 20.2 degrees Celsius, and this resulted in a temperature change of 2.2 degrees Celsius. And then my last slide is how I've made my house efficient and how I can conserve energy in my house once it's complete. So the way I added efficiency to my house was by adding weather stripping on the perimeters of my windows and door to ensure no air would be entering the house through cracks and gaps. And then I also added solar panels to the roof of my house so that they could absorb the sun rays and eventually convert to heat or electricity. And then the ways I plan to conserve energy in my house is by turning off lights when they are not in use, as well as using natural light if available instead of bulbs. I would also add LED lights instead. I would add LED lights, and then I would also unplug appliances when not in use. I would have doors closed when not being in use. And then I would also have, and my final one would be not having the air conditioner on while windows are open and vice versa. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my video and thank you so much for watching. Bye.